and welcome to FunTech. In this video, we are going to see why Kajabi is the perfect all-in-one solution not only for business companies but also for personal use if you have a digital product to sell. First of all, I am in no way related to Kajabi other than the fact that I have been using this platform for my day-to-day job for years now, and let me tell you, it is amazing. I have also tried other competitors' platforms, but time and time again I have come back to Kajabi because none of the other solutions offer such an extremely wide range of features in one place. If you're interested to see a comparison between Kajabi and other platforms, I will link those videos in the description box below so you can check them out. First of all, let me tell you that the number one concern of everyone who hears about Kajabi being an all-in-one platform is what happens during downtimes. Because if there's any downtime, you will not have access to any of the features, which would understandably be a huge problem. But as I said, I've been using it for years now, and other than the occasional scheduled maintenance which requires downtime, I have not experienced any such incidents very often. They are very transparent regarding their uptime, and you can check out the status reports here, and you can see that in the last 3 months there was only one incident that lasted 19 minutes, which is actually pretty good. For the other months, you can see as well that their average uptime is mostly above 99.9%, and that's because they solve them very quickly. Now let's get into more details and check out the features. In this video, we're not going to go in detail on each one of them, we are just going to see what main features does Kajabi offer so that you can decide how many of these you need and if this is the right platform for you. First thing you need to know is that you don't need a website because Kajabi has an integrated website builder which is super easy to use. No coding needed whatsoever, but if you do know how to code, it does support HTML, CSS, and Java if you want to highly customize the design. From my experience, I can tell you that you definitely don't need to code anything to build the entire setup, but it has come in handy when I just wanted some things done in a specific way. So just because I needed advanced customization and I know HTML, but if you don't, no worries, it's not necessary. You don't even need a domain because you can host your webpage and everything else in Kajabi.
Once you log into your account, you will notice the website builder. In this section, you will have the static web pages, which are the home, the library, which is essentially where you are going to store your digital product, the store, where your members can come and buy your product, the login page, the thank you page, the 404 error page, and the blog, because yes, Kajabi has a blog feature. At the top, you can see the two options, Manage Themes and Navigation. From the navigation, you can create the menus, and from Manage Themes, well, you can create your themes. You can select from themes Kajabi already has, or you can upload your own theme if you already have one. If you choose to pick a theme from the already existing ones, you have these ones, and you also have Kajabi legacy themes. All of them are free. I suggest you choose wisely because this is going to set the design for your entire webpage. Now, these are the static web pages. From pages, we said these are the static pages, but you can also create standalone pages or landing pages. You can see I already created here my first landing page, and you can create by selecting here new page. And similar to the static pages, you can select the theme from a variety Kajabi has here, from the free ones here, or the Kajabi legacy theme. It's very easy. You can click here to customize, and the editing page appears. You can see this is the initial design that's already created by Kajabi based on the theme that I've already created. It's very easy to edit it. You just click on the text and you can change it from here. You can change the format. A button, you click it here and you select the text you want it to appear, what you want to happen once you click on it. Go to a landing page, checkout page, download a file, go to a URL, open a two-step opt-in pop-up, or go to a section on this page. Everything is very easy to edit here. As you can see, I can add an image here. I just pick a file, I click here, and I can pick a file from my computer, from my Dropbox, Google Drive, from a link from Facebook, Instagram, or just take a picture. You can also select an action to happen when someone clicks the image. You can edit this text here as we have previously seen. You can select the background, the desktop layout, the spaces in between all the sections. And this is one of the menus we have seen you can create from the navigation, and this is also a menu that you can create from the navigation. In here it appears is the same menu because I've only created one menu, but you can create multiple menus, as many as you want. You can see here that there's a mobile layout, and from this section you can select the view. You can edit the web page for a desktop view, for a tablet H view, for a tablet B view, or for mobile. Because Kajabi has a mobile app, so your members can log in from Kajabi app. They can download it for iOS and Android, and they can access the content of your digital product from their mobile or from their tablet. You can also add animations, and you can also add the time review. Now going back to the desktop view, you can see here the content of this page. Right, the hero, as this is called, 3 feature columns, these ones, text and image, call to action, which is this section. But if I want to add another section, I have here the text, 2 column text, call to action, form and text, a countdown, a form, a video, columns, feature cards, opt-in form, inline opt-in form, an event countdown, a multi-video launch and assessment, which are quizzes or tests or evaluations you want to do for your members, an image, text and image, an image gallery, which has its own super nice features, a video, text and video gallery, video embed, offer storefront, pricing cards, pricing option. I will show you how this looks. This is already created and you can easily edit this. The pricing option, which looks like this, and you can edit it as well. An FAQ section or an FAQ grid, testimonials, blog post, logo list, a custom section. If you don't want to choose between the ones that are already here, you can create your own custom section, or you can choose the custom code section. This is very useful when you want to embed a code from Facebook, from Instagram, or from whatever other application, software, or system that has this option. So let's say you want to embed Facebook testimonials or Facebook comments. You can just go to Facebook and copy the code. It's very easy. I will show this in another video. And you just copy that video, paste it here, and you will automatically see a section where those comments are posted here with the like and comment. The link's already inside, and once someone clicks on that, it will take that person directly to your Facebook page. It works the same for Instagram and any other social media. You can also use it to integrate, for example, Google Calendar. It's also very easy. It works as well with iCal. So you just copy the code that the application provides, in this case Google Calendar or iCal. That's very easy. You just copy the code, paste it here, and it will automatically display your Google Calendar for your iCal calendar. And when someone clicks on it, it will give the option to add it to their own calendar. We also saw the feature of pop-up and opt-ins. So you can access this by going back, and here you can see two-step opt-in and exit pop-up. Edit exit pop-up, enable, and you can see this is a pop-up, and you can choose when this appears. Frequency by days or by time review, and you can edit it as you have seen before, or you can choose the two-step opt-in. These are just some of the many options that you have to edit your landing page. Now going back, one very last important thing we're going to see here, although there are many other features, is that you can edit the URL. You click here, edit detail, you can set here the title of your landing page, and this is the URL. By default, your web page is stored on the mykajabi.com domain, but if you have your own domain, you can link it to that from the settings menu. For now, I have my web page, mykajabi.com domain. So it looks like this, contactbusiness.mykajabi.com/my first landing page, and I can change this to whatever I want. I'm going to say landing 1, and then the URL for this web page will be contactbusiness.mykajabi.com/landing1, or whatever I want it to be. From here you can also set the SEO and sharing settings, the page title, the page description. You can choose if you want to hide it from the search engines or not. and you can choose an image that will appear in searches. Now moving on, we can already see here the blog feature. I don't have my blog set up already, but you can set up very easily from here. I will detail this in a separate video. And very important here, you have the analytics. You can see here the purchases, the net revenue for all time, and you can see here all the analytics for your web page, your products, your offers, your page views, your opt-ins, and so on. Kajabi also has an affiliates feature already integrated, which also supports payments for these affiliates. Next thing we are going to see is the product section. You can see I already have created my 3 products: mini course, online course, coaching program. You can create a new product from here. There are many course themes from which you can choose: the mini course, the online course, the evergreen training, the membership, the community, and the coaching program. Or you can also start from scratch and create your product from zero. Very importantly here, this community feature, and you can create it as a standalone product. This acts like a Facebook group. You can create topics and make comments, and your members can talk with each other in this product section. I will choose now the coaching program. I choose the name. I will leave it as coaching program. Save. And you can see here how it looks. This is one of the products that I like the most because it has several features, but these features are also available in the other product. It's just that this is already set up. You can see here something different, this blue button. And if you select here, you can see the drip function, the lock function. By default, they're already published. The drip function allows you to drip the content after a number of days. So if I select drip, I can select the days. This means that when someone buys this product, they will by default see the welcome and the week 1. But the week 2 will only be available to them after 7 days. 7 days after the purchase. The week 3 will be available 14 days after the purchase, 21 days after the purchase, and so on. And you can edit this. You can also choose to lock the content, and you can lock it by post. I can lock it here after the, let's say, this is the week 3, so I will lock it after the week 2 coaching session topic 1, right? Because I want to lock the week 3, and I want it to be available only after a member has finished the coaching section topic 1, which is the previous one. I will lock it, and it will appear like this. So only after someone has gone through all of this and has completed and has selected as completed coaching section topic 1, they will have this unlocked. I will show you how this looks in the preview page. See here you have the dashboard, the modules, and the announcement. You can make an announcement once you add a section, or you make available a new product or a bonus product, and everyone who has that product will receive an email if you want so, and the announcement will also appear here. There's also a search function, and if I choose here to start course, it will look like this. My product will be appearing here. This is the description. Right now I don't have any product here, but it will appear here. It's a video or a document. This is the description section, and here everyone can write a comment. And you can easily manage these comments from inside Kajabi. Now the product that we have locked, see the week 3, it's locked here, I cannot see it. So we've set it to be available only after completing coaching session topic 1. So if I click here and I mark it as complete, now you see my week 3 content is unlocked. As I've marked it as completed, I can also see the progress here, so each member can see their own progress. So right now it's 4% complete. I can also start this product, and a start will appear here, and here I can go back to my dashboard, where you can also choose to put here your other resources, other social media, other description. You can put here an upsell or cross-sell for any other products that you have. Again, these are only some of the features that the products offer you. This is how it looks like when I go to my library, and evidently you can set here the image that you want, and you can edit the titles, the fonts, the styling, the format, the buttons here, the text, everything. Now going back to admin, you can see here for more actions the announcement that we have talked about earlier, manage comments that we have also mentioned, the progress for everyone who has this product. You can clone it if you have already made the settings for this product and you don't want to make it again. You can just clone this product and just change the content, and you can also evidently delete it. Now to set up the price, you need to create an offer. You can create the offer from here. You can also create coupons, and you can see from here the payments for these offers. You can also see the payments from the analytics we have seen earlier. I have already created 2 offers, my first offer and the advanced offer. You can change here the images, of course, and you can see now it contains your product, but you can add it. I will show you how in a bit. The price right now is free, and you can see the net revenue for each product. And you can also see the stats from here. Now, if I want to set a price, and so let's say I don't want it to be free, I click on my first offer. This is a title, which the members will see when they buy it. This is the internal title. You can set here a description. You can add here the product that you have created in the product section. You can select to upsell an offer. And we also have here a very nice feature, which is the cart abandonment. So let's say someone added this product to their cart, but they didn't finish the payment. You can choose this option to send them an email 1 hour later, 6 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours later, say, hey, we have seen that you have added this product to your cart, but you didn't finish the payment process. Is there any issue? Do you need more information, or wherever you want to tell them? You can also add here automations. This is a very, very nice feature. You can select when this automation is triggered, when the offer is purchased, when the offer is granted. The difference between purchase and granted is that when the offer is purchased, it means that the person bought it. The offer is granted, it means you granted them this offer, but they haven't purchased it, right? So you can grant this offer to someone who hasn't purchased it for any reason you want. You can also select a trigger to be offer subscription when the payment is successful or failed or canceled. I select, for example, here when offer is purchased, then something happens, and the actions that you can select when this is triggered is you can grant them an offer, you can revoke an offer, you can deactivate the payment and the access to this product, you can subscribe into an email sequence, register into an event, add a tag, send an email, or send a single-use coupon. It's very important to know how to use these automations. I will make a separate video about this because you can use these automations in several sections of your website. Now, after the purchase, you can choose to send the member a confirmation email. You can use the default email template, or you can create a custom email template. You can give an affiliate commission. If you have one, you can send a notification to your team, which is very useful, so you know in real time when someone makes a purchase. You can send the member to a third-party email provider, or you can send the member to a thank you page. You can also choose here to begin the access at a specific date or restrict the access to a specific amount of days. You can choose from here the image, and very importantly, here is where we want to edit the price. So you can choose the product to be free, to be available after a one-time payment, multiple payments, or a recurring subscription. A very nice feature here that Kajabi has is that you can select the trial period. So you can select to have a 14 days trial period for free, and after that the members, maybe they need to do a one-time payment or multiple payments or a recurring subscription. Or you can choose to have, let's say your product is $50 a month, but you want the first 10 days to be for $5. You can also choose that option. It's very, very useful. You can see here the steps. You can edit the checkout, which is very useful and very easy to edit, just like anything else. You can preview it, you can get the link, and for more actions, you can clone it. This offer, just like a product, if you already have an offer and you just want to tweak the price, maybe that's very easy. You can just clone an offer that you have already created and just tweak or edit a small part of it. If you know how to build webhooks, I will also make a separate video about this, which is very useful to connect it with other systems. Kajabi has inbound webhooks and also outbound webhooks. Now, going back to website and pages, I want to show you something. We have seen the standalone pages, but a very important feature is the pipeline pages, which is also called a funnel. I have not created any pipeline, so I will create one now, a new pipeline. And here we have some pipelines already created, or you can also choose to create your own blank pipeline or to select from the legacy pipeline. So you can see you have several options here for you to choose from. Very nice one is if you have a webinar or product launch, a live event. This is already created here and you can choose this template. This, for example, is a very simple pipeline. It's an opt-in form, and then when someone opts in, they receive an email and then they're sent at the same time to a thank you page. This is one of the simplest pipelines available in Kajabi, but we also have one that I like a lot, the Zoom webinar. which don't necessarily have to use it for a Zoom webinar. You can use it for anything else if you just want these features. The registration, so someone registers and they receive a confirmation, then they receive 4 emails, then you have your event. After the event, they receive 5 emails. If they click anywhere inside those emails, they are sent to a sales page, and if they are convinced and they want to buy your digital product, then they are sent to the checkout and they can make the payment. You can see here you have several options. So for example, I have also here product launch, an email capture, video 1 opportunity, video 2 education, video 3, video 4, and after that we can offer them the checkout. If you have a webinar, you can choose the simple timeline, email capture, thank you page, live page where you want to have your webinar event, the sales page, and then offer the checkout. Very important here, as you can see, you can do evergreen webinars, so recorded webinars, or a live event. Now moving on, the email campaign section here, you can see I have already created 2 email sequences, and from this button you can select email broadcast or email sequence. Email broadcast is a single email that you can choose to create at any time, and from the email sequence you can choose to send several emails based on some triggers. Now you can see that I have my 2 email sequences here. This contains now 0 emails, but this one contains 1 email over a day. I will edit here to see it, and you can see in the day 1 we send welcome to my online course. You can see here how many have been sent, opened, clicked, or unsubscribed. You can add an automation, as we have seen. Remember that we said this is very important to know how to use it. So once someone has clicked a link inside the email, I can choose for something to happen. I can choose any link in the email, or if you have several links, you can choose those. And then you have the actions that you have already seen before. So I can add here a trigger. When, let's say, a link in email broadcast is clicked, then you choose the link here, and then this person will automatically be subscribed to this email sequence. You can choose also to unsubscribe, so you can add the trigger to unsubscribe someone. Let's say when email broadcast isn't opened, then someone is unsubscribed. You can see here the settings, the report, and the number of subscribers in addition to this. From the settings here, you can choose an internal title, but more importantly, you can choose to not email subscribers who have purchased these offers, and you can click here to select the offers. Or don't email subscribers who have submitted these forms, and you can select a certain form from here. You can also select the sending time of the email, and you can also create additional automations from here. This is why we've said it's very important to know how automations work. So once the email sequence is completed, then I can choose something to have. Also from the marketing section, we have here the events that we can easily create. You can see I already have here my first event here. We can create a new one from here. If I click this one, you can see the settings. So now this is my first event. I can add an email to it. Let's say I want, when someone registers, I want to send an email to them, or at the time of the event to remind them of the event, before the event another reminder, and after the event to make a follow-up. And you can choose all these options, right? You can send as many emails as you want. So for example, if I want before the event, I can choose to send it, let's say 5 minutes, hours, days, week, or months before the event. At the time of registration, obviously would be the time that you have set up here. Or after the event, you can select again how many days, minutes, hours, weeks, or months after the event you want to follow up. Also, if we go back to edit, I can select it to be a recurring event, right? Repeat this event, this is on, so I can select to repeat every 1 week, or 1 minute, 1 hour, day, months, or years. And I can also add an automation to it. When the event is registered, then something happens. This is very useful because once an event is created, you can put a countdown anywhere on your website. So that countdown will show the remaining time after the event, and this will be in real time. So let's say I go to my website, pages, I go to my first landing page, I customize here, and in the add section, I will choose to add a countdown. Say here, this one, event countdown, add, and we should have our event here. I select event, select your event, and this is the event I have already created, my first event. Automatically this shows the date and the time I have selected for this event. I can edit here the event description and title, of course, and here the countdown, I will link it to the same event. And you can see now it's counting down to the event in real time. After the countdown finishes, you can choose what happens. So you can click here, enable countdown action. After the event, you can go to a different URL, go to a checkout page, go to a landing page, or whatever you want, or you can just select remove section on complete. So automatically when this countdown finishes, the section will be removed. If it's a recurring event, it will not be completely removed, it will just jump to the next event. So let's say I have my event every Monday at 11 a.m. Then once it's Monday 11 a.m., the countdown will jump to the next Monday 11 a.m. Going back to other settings, once you go here to delivery, you see several options. I can choose to filter here, for example, by the activity, the assessment, coupons, custom fields, default fields, email activity, the events, the forms, the offers, and so on. So let's say, for example, filtering by events, register to my first event. So I can filter here by everyone who has registered to my first event. And I can also choose to add several filters. So let's say I want everyone who registered to my event and owns my first offer. Apply filter. So right now I don't have anyone obviously meeting this criteria, but I can choose to save the segment so I don't have to make the same filter over and over again. I can save it as a segment and then I will see it in here. You can also manage tags from here, so you can tag people. You can also add a tag automatically when someone purchases a product or when someone is granted an offer, and then you can filter by these tags. This is a very useful feature when you want to properly segment your database. To import people, so let's say you already have members and now you're switching to Kajabi, you can add a single person by the full name in the email, and you can automatically grant this person an offer, add a tag, or subscribe to marketing email so you don't have to do it separately. You can also choose to import multiple people via an Excel file, and you can import up to 500 people at a time. Also, under the people section, we have the assessments, which we have already mentioned before, and right now I don't have any assessment created, so let's say I want to create a new one, and I will put here the title, quiz, description, quiz. You can choose to automatically grade assessment. So the passing grade, let's say it's 70%, it's already in percentages. So let's say you have 10 questions in your quiz. If the member answers at least 7 of them, then that person will have passed the test and they will receive an email and they will see the results. If the assessment is automatically graded, then they can immediately see the results and what answers were wrong and what answers were correct. I will save it here. And I can see here results breakdown preference, always show assessment results breakdown. You can choose to hide them, or you can hide the results unless the assessment is a passing grade. You can choose from here, as we said, to send a completion email with a link to the results, and send a completion email to your team so you know when someone has completed an assessment. And again, from here we can add an automation. When the assessment is completed, then a trigger happens. From here you can edit the questions. I can add the questions here and I can choose multiple choice, a paragraph, file upload, multiple selection, or section. So let's say multiple choice. I can type here the question and I can add here the possible answers. And I can select here if this is the correct one or not. So by selecting this option, Kajabi will automatically know if the person completing this assessment has answered correctly or not. Moving on, you can see here the affiliates feature, which we are not going to go into it because that's a whole separate video, but just so you know, Kajabi does have this feature. Last thing I want to show you in the people section is, let's say I have here 3,000 people, maybe I already have them segmented or filtered. I can select all of them from here and I can choose an action. I can grant or revoke all of them an offer. I can subscribe or unsubscribe them from an email sequence. I can register or deregister them from an event. I can add a tag and I can export them. I can unsubscribe them or simply delete them. Once we're in someone's profile, you can see here the life cycle, so 5 days, 0 purchases, the net revenue. You can see here the info, added on what date, email marketing if they are subscribed or not, the tags they have, the purchases, the products, and I can add a note here. I can choose to hide this person, grant an offer from here as well, or I can just simply edit the details of this person. I can create a new field. I will put here the title and I can choose a type, whether it's text, phone, email, text area, checkbox, select box, radio button, or a country. and I can also choose to make this field required photo. This is related to the form section that I have available here from the marketing section, and you can see I already have the default form. These are the fields. By default, Kajabi only requires the email, but you can add the name, the phone number, the address, or any other field you want. So for example, I say I don't want the address, so I just removed it. Or I can add a new field. I select the field and I say the city, for example. I'm not interested in the full address, I just want the city. Once someone submits this form, I can choose to send a notification to my team, send a contact to a third-party email provider, send a contact to a custom thank you page, and you can choose here the thank you page you want. So let's say I only have one page, and I can choose to send that person once the form is submitted to this custom page. And evidently I can add an automation just as we have seen before. Another useful feature is send double opt-in email to new contacts. So if someone submits this form and it's not already in Kajabi, you can choose to send the double opt-in email, which is very useful if you are subject to the GDPR. GDPR is General Data Protection Regulation. Now the last thing we are going to see is the settings, and here you can see you have the site details from where you can control the information, the home page, and the SEO settings, the blog settings, the payment integrations. Kajabi works with PayPal and Stripe. If you already have a Stripe and PayPal account, then you can easily connect it to Kajabi. It's just a matter of minutes. You can connect your custom domain if you don't want your web page to be on mykajabi.com domain. You can edit here the marketing settings, so you can control the address, the branding, and the email settings for your site. The drip settings, as we have seen. Third-party integrations. This is very interesting if you work with other systems as well. Kajabi supports MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, Zapier, and ClickFunnels. From the field settings, you can manage the fields, the custom fields we have seen in the form section, the checkout settings, the member payments, the email templates, the default email templates that we have seen we can choose, and the mobile app settings, because as we have said, Kajabi has a mobile app for iOS and Android devices. One last important thing I want to mention is that Kajabi does not charge anything for the sales you are making, as is the case for Teachable, for example. I hope you have enjoyed and learned new things in this video on what Kajabi is, and if it is the solution you are looking for your products, e-commerce, online courses, or basically anything else you want to sell online. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos on how to use Kajabi and other tools for your business. If you want me to do any particular videos of how to set up Kajabi, or you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to answer them as soon as possible. If you want to see in more detail how to use certain features of Kajabi step by step, take a look at my other videos and subscribe to get notifications for new ones I will be uploading soon. See you in the next video!